Yeah.
Mom, I'm on. Hey guys, can you hear me?
What's up?
Hey, what's up,
man?
Hey, so thanks.
Where's mom?
I got my
mom.
You
Hold
want
on.
I do.
I'm fine.
You shout for mom.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
She's cool.
What's up,
She
Joseph?
might help me. So I got this guy in Polk County, Florida. So she's off to the side. She's shy.
Okay.
They want to see you, Mom.
Tell her we said
Over
hello.
here. Camera's over here. Just say
It's okay.
real quick. Just real quick.
She doesn't have to go on there,
my
but she
mom.
wants to talk.
Hi, guys.
Hi, mom. How you doing?
Fine.
Kill the volume on the
I love to see the mom behind it, man. It just makes a difference.
Okay.
Tell her we said hello. Okay.
All right. What's up, man? How can I help you out?
I'm right here.
Hello.
Hi, mom. How you doing? I just try to make this show fun because this
real.
sometimes you all get a little dry here.
Thank
Let's
you,
go
guys.
ahead. Let's see how we can help you out.
Okay.
What's
So
going on in
look.
Polk County?
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. So what we have is I have this in Polk County, Florida. It's in Indian Lake Estates. Or now I can hear you. Okay, wait. Can you guys hear me right now?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you fine.
Okay, now sorry. So this guy's got 7 properties, and I'm working on getting these things under contract because I reached out to Miranda Homes, building cash buyers, and I watched your part 3 videos on that, but I'm comping these things, and I'm not so quick with it. And the fact that he has 7 properties all within a 2-mile radius, and there's amenities in the area. These guys got good properties, and I want to get this under contract, flip it. Is my first deal. I started literally a few weeks ago. I did a mailing to Polk County, and for direct mail, I got 1 phone call, and it's this guy. He's got 7 properties.
Wow.
So I got lucky. Yeah, that's the only call I got from that area. I also mailed to other states, but I got 17 deals right now. People that call me that want to flip in the North Carolina area. One's in Texas, but either way, I'm getting myself too thin. But I want to focus on this one guy with the 7 properties because I feel like there's more negotiation or, bringing cash buyer to the table. Miranda Holmes told me, hey, we have to look up the property specifically. I told them they're all, in the same area. And so I have to get them under contract secure the deal so that I can then let them know what the actual addresses are so that I don't lose the deal. They don't go straight to the guy. But I'm comping these things, and sometimes it looks like the for sale is twice the amount of the solds. Sometimes the solds are right where the listings are at. Some are half of them are corner lots. It's all homogeneous area. Vegetation, it's a grid. I mean, you guys are familiar with Indian Lake Estates, that area?
Whole county. No, I mean it'd be hard to memorize every county. So
okay, all right, sorry. So that's anyways. I'm just literally building a ship as it flies, and it goes.
That's the way to do it.
So I don't know if you guys can. I gotta do the dirty work. I know that I have to do my own work. It's just I'm really slow with this right now, and
so Joseph, let me give you some basic advice here, okay? Because I've been through this exact scenario. So you don't need to know everything. I'm just telling you, wholesaling is your whole deal is to solve someone's problem. So I'm going to give you the good news, bad news, okay?
Yeah.
Let me give you the bad news first. When owners own 4 or 5 or more properties, they're a little more advanced. Would you admit that, right? They're not going to be, and I mean that in a polite way, meaning they're looking at a return on their investment. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is get as much intel and let him or her do as much talking as possible so you can identify what their true problem is. Remember, you just have to listen. Being a human being, finding out what their pain problem is. So whenever somebody presents you with a ton of properties, it has this instant feeling of overwhelming you, especially if it's your first deal. So here's my suggestion. I've been doing this 20 years. Whenever we get a lead comes in, my people guys, everyone gets super excited when they have a lot of properties. Simplify it.
Yeah.
Say, listen, if his name's Jack, whatever is Jack, give me your tired, your weak, your most difficult property. And let's just take a look at that. And if we can make that one work, will go in the grave detail and all the others. Just take down one. Because here's the problem is if you spend all that energy trying to comp all those properties and try to look at them and do that, and he wants like a crazy price, he's wasting your time. And that's what you want to avoid.
So they're all, the tax is the same. They're all half acre, 1 acre. He has one where there's 3 half acres in a row. So like it's at 1.5 acres on a row.
Yeah.
In a row. Then the other 4 are within a mile of each other from one side to the other. And then the tax, he paid $100 for all of them in 1995. He gets, I sent him a 8.5 by 11 direct mail piece. He told me that yesterday I talked to him. I've been staying in contact. I learned that from you guys, that when you go into title companies, keep in contact with your sellers so they come to the table. So I got that from you guys. I called him yesterday. I said, I'm still working on cash buyers. And the reality is I was just starting on that. I was really tripping up on getting it comped to even get the contract signed and reaching out to these builders. One guy, so the point is like, he knows what market value is. If you look at $12,000, if you take 85,000 divided by 7, you're looking at 12,000, a little bit more than that for each property on average. And these things are sold, 13,000, 15,000 for half acre pieces. Like literally the property right next door sold for asking price on February 5th. And it was like for 13.5. So I'm looking at it like if I make $1,000, which is not wholesaling, I heard your call just before mine. But if I can make $1,000 7 times and he gets 90% of market value, I get a deal closed. I see things to the finish line. I get 1,000 times 7 because the same work would go into it, I think, if I had one buyer. And then I make $7,000. I know it's not the same percentage. It's not wholesaling, but I just want to get a deal closed and make some money back so I can then invest in batch leads and all the marketing channels to get more I realize it's all about conversations. The more conversations you can have, whether your form of marketing is, you get these people calling you, and then you said rapport and all that afterwards. So I'm just kind of like running really fast with this, trying to get it under contract so then I could then put it out in the marketplace. And
so it's lots, not houses, right?
Yeah, they're vacant land lots, all of them.
Okay, so
they're all buildable.
I'm all for whatever like makes you money. So the only thing you got to look at when you start out is evaluating your risk. If you're not putting a ton of money into it, and you don't have to put a ton of time in it, you can make that return. Why not? The only thing I tell you is, maybe some lots you can squeeze a little bit more value out of it, but you're providing the guy a service. Just promise me you won't stay in like a realtor mode. Like take what you can get when you can get it.
Yeah.
But what are your suggestions? So guys, in the event, say you had 7 houses, I would always find the house that's vacant and most beat up, because if you can take down the lowest price one, it kind of sets your comps and your future pricing.
There's 2 ways
mentality.
to do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. So there's 2
I
ways
eat
to
it
do
all
it
at once.
So either you put all the properties under contract at once for the lowest price and then sell it to a builder, or technically not a builder. Like it could be a cash buyer, depending on the properties, and then just go after it, right? Like I'm thinking about it because I sometimes get deals of like 7, 8 different type of lots, just vacant land in Florida.
Yeah.
And then we do that, and then we got like 8 houses.
Yeah.
If the rentals, obviously goes to a different buyer.
Right.
The perfect situation is you put a contract on each one and get a different buyer for each one and then get the bonus for it, but you don't have a lot of time on your hands. So your best scenario is to find a mega buyer in Polk County, which is pretty easy to do if you actually put the effort into it, and sell the entire deal to them. That would be my suggestion. You lock up that deal for the lowest price. Is it locked up yet?
No, I haven't sent the contract over because
Where does he live?
I'm doing the actual comps on sold and listed prices to see what each one is worth. They're all this whole entire area is the same value they're all 0.5 or 0.55 acres. This whole 4 square mile area, and you'll have like a house, then 7 lots, then another house, 7 lots. It's a grid. It's all paved streets, so it's totally buildable. And there's
they're all lots. Are any of them like built houses?
Yeah, there's houses in the area. Like you'll have like 5 lots, land lots, then a house, Then
I'm talking about this guy, this deal. How many houses and how much?
They're
lots
all
are there?
7 lots or land.
Yeah, it's
They're all land. So
Yeah, 30% of the area is houses. The other 70% is land lots.
where does the guy live?
He lives in I don't
It's the state.
know where. I don't have it in front of me right now.
Yeah, is he local?
I'll find out right now.
Yeah.
Let's just go on there.
Yeah, take your time.
All right, hold on real quick.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, what I'm going to say here is, you got to find one mega buyer if they're all lots and sell it to him, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's not a house, because a house, it's one at a time, right?
Yeah.
This one, you got to lock it all up and sell it to a buyer. And wow.
Joseph, you got to make sure that you don't talk to anyone until you have them under contract, because
Right. That's what I'm trying to get.
They will cut you out so fast. They won't even.
Right.
You'll give them a free lead and you'll point them towards the
Yeah,
goal.
exactly.
So,
That's why I talked to Miranda Holmes this morning, and I told the guy, because I got this from you guys, that you guys said you guys can see me and hear me right now, right?
no, we see you.
Okay.
yeah,
So I'm looking at the Pro County appraiser site.
yeah,
So,
actually, don't tell me where. You got to give me the state. Don't give me the name of it. I don't want people reverse engineering this. Actually, you just tell me if it's out of state or within an hour. The only thing I'm asking is if you can go meet the guy in person and lock it up.
I live in California. I live in California.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So I did a direct mail for the county to all the out of state owners, and then
yeah, you're gonna have to.
He was only on my list once. He got one letter from me, but then when he called me back, he had that many properties in the same area.
You're gonna have to lock this thing up at ASAP.
Huh?
You're not. I mean, you can comp it, but you have till tonight to comp it. You need to lock it up tomorrow or within the next couple days.
Right.
At the end of the day, man, I don't know how much this thing's gonna sell for. You really even I can't figure it out. The only way you're gonna know how much it sells for is when you give it to a cash buyer and they give you a price.
Right.
You're gonna have to negotiate the lowest you can and go from there. Yeah. My best guess is, hey, my partner Rick, you can say this. We give you permission. Was looking at. He said he wanted to buy it around bleep price. That price is going to be 60 or 70% of. That is going to be a 70% of your lowest uncomfortable number. You got to get more
60 to 70% of the lowest comp number.
No, of the lowest comfortable number you would ever offer the guy.
You just ask, because if you don't ask,
you got to ask.
You're not going to get it, because the worst case scenario, you can pay what you need to make that $1,000
at the end of the day
spread.
You're going to have to guess to a point. Yeah. Have an educated guess, but just mention that your partner was looking and he was thinking around X price, not an offer. That's a trial close, and see what he says. You just got to lock it up.
For I see. Yeah, blame it on the third party, like you guys were saying yesterday, right?
Yeah. Joseph, the point here is you're going to have to just lock it up as soon as you can for the lowest you can, because you don't have much time, and then bid it up. That's all you can do. Yeah. This could be a $100,000 deal. This could be a $5,000 deal. You're not going to know until you go to the buyer. So that is where that's my goal. You have 72-hour rule. By Monday evening, you got to get this thing locked up.
So lock it up. Put earnest money deposit down. I found a title company that will work with me virtually. Beautiful. So get the contract, the 7 contracts signed, send them to the title, put like an earnest money deposit in, write it out to see if I find a cash buyer. If the time period expires without a buyer, but you can see the effort in it, then just let them move on to the next one, right?
And you learn.
Just that money.
I've been 45 to 60 days on this one, just because.
And you can get away a lot more with land, because sometimes you got to test.
I want a 6-month option period. I want to do an option.
I think that's going to be a little aggressive.
It, but you can do whatever you want. Yeah. I want you to include this though, because your buyers, the seller's going to be freaking out over you while you're putting a long inspection period. All this, hey, this is what we're good for, but he needs to go out and actually look at it in person. I'm the California guy. He's the Florida dude. He wants to go look at. I'm making the decisions here, but he wants to go we're old school type guys. He wants to go in there, actually look at it. Right. This is what I like to say. Sometimes the land. He's old school. He likes to stomp on it, do his little thing before he builds. And then, but it shows that the guy has to actually go there, and it gives you an out, more or less. The guy didn't like it. So that's what I do. You only have 72 hours because there's going to be the amount of people that cold call properties like that. It's amazing. So
he told me yesterday. He told me yesterday he got 5 letters in the mail yesterday, and I asked him. I said, "Why'd you call mine? If you know, because I've talked to this guy 3 times in the past 2 weeks, and I'm just slow with getting everything done. I literally just started that. I'm teaching myself everything, and I don't even know what to teach myself. But
all right, 2 weeks. We've been talking to this guy for 2 weeks. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna have to get off the phone, talk to this guy, and you're gonna have to explain, hey, me and my partner, we've talked about it. We're ready to make a decision. Are you ready to make a decision on selling the property? Yes or no?
He's ready right now. He just gave me the price that he wants for all of them in the first call, and then so now I have that number. But I'm looking at all of them to realize, what's the spread on me even getting involved, right?
All right, we're gonna do this, okay? You are going to call him and give him a very uncomfortable number that's uncomfortable for you. What was his general vicinity of what he wanted?
What he told me was this. He goes, I don't have to sell him. I don't want to. I want 85 for him. He's like, you know what I mean? There's like, so basically if I put it on, I have a buyer. He's basically not worried about selling them. He says he calls all 5 letters back. He goes, I'm the only person that answers the phone when he calls. He calls the other letters. It goes to voicemail. And he goes, why would you do marketing and not answer your own calls? So the fact that I answered the call and called the guy back, he goes, he's talking to me. And yesterday you said this, and I love it. You said, I know you don't need to sell, but you want to sell, because he wouldn't be wasting his time talking.
I've been going through this all this week. So that's a reverse psychology move on someone that there are people that don't have to sell, but
he's going to think you're wasting your time if you're not going to. Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, no, I agree with it. So Joseph, you're just going to have to dance with them. You are going to take a risk here. Welcome to wholesaling.
Right.
And worst case scenario, you're going to learn from it. And just don't overthink it. 2 weeks is too long. I know you just got started and you're way ahead of a lot of people, but honestly, you don't need 6 months of education to do this. Like, this is common sense. You're buying a widget for X amount of price. You're selling it for it. Don't complicate it.
Mm-hmm.
I get away with more on dirt because they're like, well, why would you take so long? Because people think, it's cash and moves fast.
Yeah.
Listen, you got to make sure there's like no, so in Florida, we have like gopher tortoises. If they nest on there, they legally can't build on the property, and every property wants to protect it. The fill on the lot, is it swampland? We just got to do some basic testing, and everybody's backed up. So most buyers, I'm going to be brutally honest, they're probably not going to go past 30 or 45 days. But since he's been sitting on them so long, like, maybe he's open to it. So I would give him an offer where he's going to reject it first, and then you can at least counter it, because I want you to make more money on the deal. I don't.
No, I know. Me too. I know. I mean, so it's rare to get. Basically, I called a real estate agent yesterday. I had him send me for the past 6 months everything that's sold in that exact area. And then I have also the pending ones that he sent me. So I'm going through those listings from the MLS now that I don't have access to, but I do because he sent me the actual email. So I got a map. I drew it out today. I put all 7 where the squares are at. And now I'm putting all the comps on there to see what they sold for and the date and the proximity to the land. Then I'm going to just assess the numbers and be like, okay, look, I'm going to offer him this much for this one, add them all up. And like you said, just go for no. And then blame it on a third party saying, look, I've had an investor. He's looking at it. He needs 45 days, but here's the number he gave me.
He's not your investor. He's your partner.
Your partner.
Make
you
sure
don't
you
want
say
to tell
partner.
him that, because he's going to well, then just give me his number and I'll go around you.
So, Joseph.
Well, okay.
You have to take out. Do something. Make it very uncomfortable. He said 85.
Yeah.
I would just say 50. Like 50 or like whatever you're kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Or 40. Like, it doesn't matter. Just say he was at that.
Yeah.
And then he might blow up on you, but that's just what your partner said, and you make the decision. And then he might be like, oh, no way, 50. And then you're going to come back and say, hey, I'm the one who makes the decision. Like, obviously that's too low. I get it, because he might blow up, or he might be like, that might work. So you never know what way he's going to go. You're going to have to be
right, because he said 85. It might be 75, in the very end.
You never know. But just say this, hey, Mr. Seller, what is it going to take for you and me? We've been talking for a little bit.
Right.
What makes it done so we can just get this done today? Like, I'm kind of busy. I'm dealing with multiple properties I'm looking at. what works.
All right.
And then
Cool.
cut to the chase.
Yeah, you got it, dude.
But
It's
you're gonna have to call, man. Like it's getting late on East
Yeah.
Coast time, dude.
and
You're
not
gonna have to
every
go.
deal works out, but you have to go through enough deals. You're either going to get a deal or you're going to learn from it. Dude, I got rejected on like plenty of them. Like you're fine.
Take action, man. That's it.
Action over constant
Yeah.
evaluation and education, but you can't do action without learning it too. So I'd rather you do it this way because this is how you learn. Like you're going to burn this into your nervous system by the time you're done with it, and you're going to have a powerful story. And this is, guys, it's about the journey in wholesaling. So many people think, hey, if I pay someone, I can skip the journey. You ain't skipping the journey, man. The journey's, you have to endure it. If you want to climb Mount Everest, you can pay a guy $1 million to take you up there. You still got to go through it. So you're on the right course. Keep doing what you do. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit nerve wracking. Welcome to wholesaling, because once you get through it, you're going to get stronger. Look at Corey. I mean, he's up to like 14 deals, and he just started, and all he did was take action, and one step led to the next one. He might lead you to somebody else, maybe another deal, even if it doesn't work out. So you're in the right area. The only risk is you doing nothing. That's the worst one of them all.
Mm-hmm.
So take action,
All right,
man.
You got it, man. Tell mom
All right.
we
Thanks,
said hello.
thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. All
Okay,
right.
buddy. See you,
Thank you.
man.